All right, everyone, welcome back to my Remind tutorials. This is the second one. I'm going to teach you some more about Remind. So I'm going to scroll over and open my Remind app, and we are right where we left off. So I'm in my example math class, my class I created as a teacher, and now you can see that once I sent that invitation to my student's email, once I added my student's email, I shared that with my student and they accepted it on their end, they will now show up in my class. So I have Miss Natalie, me, that I'm clicking right there, and then also I have one new student in my class, my BHA example. So that's really great. They're in my people section, and like I showed you before, you can always add more. But for now, we are going to click on my BHA example, and I can message them. So we do see that big red box up top. So I'm going to quickly explain that to you. It says BHA example is only reachable by email. To receive messages by text or app, they'll need to update their notification preferences. And that is just because I created my BHA example student on my laptop. And you can use Remind on your laptop. It's just as awesome and easy, but since I created the teacher, the BHA example teacher on my phone, I had to use the example on my laptop. So the example student is still receiving notifications. It's just a little different. They are getting them on the Remind website, which I'm currently logged on, and they are receiving them to their email. So they're still seeing them there in two different ways, just not right to their phone. So this may show up, maybe they're doing it through the laptop, maybe they don't have a phone, the student or parent, but if they do, it should go right to the app on their phone, and you could kind of just ignore this message. So I'm going to reach out to this student. I'm going to say, hello, just to send them a message, really easy. Keyboard pops up, you could type out whatever you want to say. So on that end, I have sent it out. It says sent, and we can go back. All right, so I received the notification on my student end. I'm acting as two people right now, so I can reply as the student, get a little notification at those 3 bars up top. You could hit that, and example math. We go to the student. I said hello. We see that they responded back with hi. Great. We saw that they, saw the message. We can see that, and I could type something out again if I have a question, anything I want to say. Maybe you don't want to respond with a whole message. You don't need to type anything out. You just want to let the student know that you received what they said, that you saw it. You could just use a little reaction here. We have the little different emojis to react. Just give them a thumbs up. Let them know you saw it. We can also hit the camera. That if you hit OK, it can access your photos. Maybe you have a certain picture of a document you want to share with them, a worksheet, something you want to send to them. You could send that right in there too. And this is my BHA example student, so this is a one-on-one conversation like we discussed. So this is me, the teacher. I said hello. The student responded back with hi. So this is just us two communicating together. And you could see them there in my class. So if we go over to messages, we see that we have the main announcement, which is that example math, that class, and that was the first welcome message we sent. So say I want to send a new message to the whole class, not just one-on-one with the student. This is what pops up when I hit that example math announcement message. So we see it's going to my math class, and then these little options pop up below. And we have here photo, camera, file, voice clip. If we go down, we have Google Drive, Google Classroom, OneDrive, SurveyMonkey, Sign Up Genius, Box, and Flipgrid. So you can attach and use all of these awesome things right within Remind, right in your announcements. This is so helpful. So say I have something in my OneDrive. So as BHA, we do use our OneDrive. So say I want to send a document from my OneDrive to my announcements messages, to my whole math class. So I'm going to hit OneDrive, and it's going to take me right there. And I'm just going to select first thing on my OneDrive that pops up. Great. I have that selected, and I'm going to hit send. So we can see in my math class, all my students will be there. For now, it's just the one I added, but everyone's there. I sent this document. And we can click on it and see, this is just a little example. The first thing I sent, Willow Academy Career Employment. Great. We could go back, and they will get that document. So that is sent. and we can go back and here in our messages, of course, see that it was sent. Or maybe you just want to go to files. Maybe you've been sending a lot of different documents, files, worksheets. That'll all be here under files. You can click that and you'll see a list of them. For right now, it's just the one. But we can see that I sent this, shared by Natalie. When it was shared, open it right up, and there we're back. So anything you want to share, that's how it'll kind of come up, and it's easier to see that way. Yes, you could go through the messages, or you can just hit files, and bam, it's right there. So now we're going back to our messages, and say we want to start a new conversation. We don't want it to just be in the announcements, and we already started our one with our BHA example student. Maybe we want a new one with a new student. So we can either hit start a conversation, or the little blue circle pencil, same thing. You could hit either one, same thing will pop up. I hit that, and it asks me, what would you like to compose? We have the announcement, like we talked about, send separately, and the members cannot see others' replies. That's if I want to send it to the whole class. Conversation, sends as a group, members can see all the replies. So I'm going to hit conversation. I don't have another example student. I didn't set one up, but say I just wanted to reach out to one of these teachers here. I can select them and then send them a message, and that'll be our one-on-one message. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can see you can start a new message or even a new announcement at any time. Really easy by hitting those two things. And just remember, anytime you go back into your messages, you hit that little blue pen and you share what you want to say. Select example math, next. I just want to say, hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Send to my example math class. Send to the whole class. They can't respond. Everyone sees it. Different from our one-on-one messages. So say we want to hit our 3 bars. We're going to hit that, and we're going to come over here. And up top, we can edit this. You can edit and change your name anytime. And that's me. So we have my signature. I just put Miss Natalie. First name, Natalie. Last name, Sidorovitz. Any information, you could always change that. That's there. We have those office hours. You could turn those off now if you signed up for them. Turn them on. Maybe you didn't. Whatever you'd like to have. Schools, we have BHA Academy selected. You could join a school. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you wanted to wait and join later. You could join that here now at any time. So you could always edit your profile, add a picture if you'd like. That's always there if you hit that little pencil. So now we're looking at owned. Example math. We have, and that's the one we're in right now. So that's the one we created, that's the one we've been talking in. Say you have a few different math classes. Say you're changing, periods throughout the day, so you want to communicate with all of those classes you talk to. We can hit create a class. So we want to create a new math class. I'm going to put period 2 math. So this is a separate math class I want to start communicating with and add the students in there. Period 2 math, we make sure that all participants are over 13. That little thing is checked off, and we hit create. Great. So now we've created a new one. We can add people like we discussed, show people how to join, share a link, or add the people. We can just add our students with their own specific BHA email like the way we have been. You can add that all right there, and when you're done, just hit done. So I haven't added anyone, but you know how you can. And now we hit the 3 bars. That leads us to this side. We can see that I have and I own the example math, which is my one class, and then my second one now, my period 2 math. And you could just differentiate which students are in which class, have them in their own specific spots, and have your own messages. Say example math is on pages 5 through 10, but period 2 math is a little bit ahead. They're on page 15, learning those things. You can differentiate and have different messages, have those each students in their specific class. And of course, you can always hit create a class and keep adding more. Say maybe you mess up because we all make mistakes. Hit edit and you can get rid of one of these classes. Say I didn't want to have period 2 math, I messed up. I can hit remove and it's gone. I just have back to my example math. So there's always room to fix error. We're all going to make mistakes. Just hit those edit buttons. And we have join. You could join a class. So even though I'm a teacher, maybe I want to join a different class. I just need that class code. I type it in, and bam, I'll be able to join that class.